Good evening, you beautiful souls. Sorry the delay. I'm making some bread, and when the bread calls, you gotta get that bull going. So, today and this evening is a special satsang. We're gonna be really tapping into our capacity and powers of healing, of letting go, of eliminating the chaos and threads of attachment in our life. So, if you're looking to heal, you're looking to really just take another level in your experience, this meditation is for you. So go ahead and just get those last few wiggles out, find your position, and allow yourself to take a nice deep breath in. And in this inhale, you're taking in all the tensions of the day, all the worries of tomorrow, all the dwellings of the past, and just releasing it in that exhale, a sigh of relief. And with each tap of the bell, we'll again take a nice deep breath in and release a powerful Om to begin this process of healing, of letting go, and transcending to a new operation, a new realm of experience. Command the body be still. Simply rest in this moment called now. Shift your attention away from the emotions and any sensations, and give your full attention to this moment. Shift the affection of your own attention away from the thoughts into your own sense of experiencing, of observation, of meanness, that I am presence dwelling within you. When you hear the next tap of the bell, simply shift your attention to the fading ringing as it drifts into silence. So too does the body, the mind. It's this stilling, like water coming to rest. We allow ourselves to be as we are. That sky of consciousness, each thought, sensation, and emotion representing those clouds and beings that fly through it. We know ourselves as that emptiness, that rest. It's this first recognition, coming to understand your true position in this experience, that grants you the power to truly heal, to transcend, to grow and go beyond what is previously known and currently understood, and to journey and adventure deep into that realm of the unknown, the space of discovery and recognition. It's here we lay down the weight, the past ruminations, the habitual cycles that not only cover up our shine and loving light, but cast away those weights that hold us down. To let go of the chaos in our own experience, we must stop being entertained by it. We must see everything in this life as an operation of not only addiction, but inertia, this law of the universe. As the saying goes, we are beings of habit, and that is very true. So, what habits do you choose to put forth in your life and place to the highest of values? Just as in this physical existence, matter cannot be destroyed, but merely transformed. Come to recognize that your habits do not die, but they undergo that process of transmutation to become something glorious. The energy is twofold, one of chaos and fear and separateness, or one of love, evolution, and understanding. To fully sever our threads of attachment holding us back into these negative cycles, these repetitive and monotonous tones and patterns in our life and world, we must look at the creator of them. And like that still pond, you must gaze at your own reflection. But look past the form and come to know yourself as that intangible, ethereal presence that gazes through the body. Just as it's strange for everyone to hear their voice in a recording, because it doesn't sound like the one we hear internally. We must not overlook life's happenings, these subtle truths that are always pointing us towards these divine understandings and recognitions. You are far more than what the external is. So why give it your power of creation? We all recognize that thoughts are discerned, for some are filtered and do not leave the space of the mind. So why do we hold on to every one of them as if it's truth? Do you act on every emotion? Do you impulsively react to every physical sensation? Does the mind and the many thought forms that come across it have your ability to act in this world wrapped around its finger? The simple answer for many is yes, but also no. Come to understand that that yes stems from attachment. Oftentimes, the past moments invested repeatedly. But the most deepest roots and origins come from our identification with it as an aspect of ourself. Take a nice deep breath in. Come to see those many natures and habits, and in your exhale, release them from you because they are not original to you. It is the questioner, the seeker, the adventurer that truly comes to understand and comprehend that all impulses, all reactions, all temporary happenings stem from the past. So why do you bring it back in this present moment called now? We are the only beings who know the answers to these questions, for they apply to ourselves. Let go of them and come home. Let go of all of these past happenings and come to accept that none of them serve you. For until you ascend, until you awaken to the truth within you, everything in your experience is creating the energy, the chaos, providing you the experiences and opportunities to come to understand these divine truths of union, of oneness, that your I am stems from the source. Whether you understand and know it as that great central sun or the great eternal fire, you must look within your own experience to understand what you stem from. You are a god and goddess of creation, so what do you think made you? Here we come to understand that we are of the Creator. And this life is the opportunity to understand what we are and where we came from. But that journey cannot begin until you fully eradicate these lesser vibrations that dictate your ideology, that govern your identification. For in truth, we don't know anything yet. We're but infants still learning how to walk. Many of us grow up knowing that what we are experiencing isn't right to what speaks in our hearts. But through time and repetitive suffering, we become dull, desensitized, overstimulated, to a point where we lose this childlike angelic nature and believe ourselves so firmly to be just this body, despite how many times we experience the escape from it, not only in sleep, but through action when you literally fast forward through time, when you are living in the flow of now, allowing your own unique love and light of Creator to shine through and operate effortlessly. Whether you feel and know it as that flow, or commonly known as in the zone, it matters not. The true question is, why does that state escape me? But dig even deeper and ask yourself the question, why do you bring yourself away from your own inner peace? What distracts you? What do you hold on to? Here I lovingly invite you into the space of my own heart so you may be liberated from your own past hang-ups and pains. So you may let go of those conditionings. Free yourself from the many threads of attachment. And know that this is an invitation of love. So too it must be received with love. As a goddess and god of creation and manifestation, your will shall be done, but you must want it to arise. Life is often testing and challenging us, pointing us towards this road and path. of living out the truth we know within this heart space. You must be the being that wants change, or it will never arise. You must be the one that falls in love with the higher vibrations and path of integrity and knowledge and unfoldment, or the past cycles will constantly repeat and the chaos will only grow. For if you continue to invest yourself in that which doesn't serve you, you will become a master of such chaos, rather than the ruler of your own truth. The time is now, and the window of opportunity is closing. Do not live as if you have more time to dive deep into this truth and understanding of yourself. Act and see it as if you have no tomorrow, for no moment and time is guaranteed. This is the urgency all must take. For when you take this life for granted, you easily and readily fall back to the lesser law of inertia as it operates and spins in those pathways of the past. Know that you are the champion of your own story. You are the hero in your journey, but you must fall in love with your truth. And know that all it takes is a single moment of just letting go of expectation, letting go of assumption, letting go of what you believe yourself to know, and simply be here to experience. Like that still pond, allow everything to simply be and rest as you are. And allow your love and light to unfold effortlessly. For you stem from the source of all. Everything in this life and experience thus far has been pointing you towards these moments of revelation, of recognition, of coming home to the light of love that shines from you, because it is you. You are the stars embodied. This universe and the cosmos lie at your fingertips. For when we cease to live as if this life will give us answers outside of us, and we venture inwards to discover what is truly real and the experiencer and observer of this life, you come to recognize the universe within you. And as you fill yourself up, letting go of the past understandings with these eternal truths and recognitions, the external does not dissolve away in form, but in understanding you immerse yourself in the beingness that is all of life, as life itself. The path to coming home is yours and yours only. So begin to question the origin of each emotion, thought, and sensation to its essence, that first impression. Reflect upon your past experiences and learn the lessons that life was giving you at the time that you may not have been ready for. Forgive yourself and forgive all who have wronged you. For it's this road and bridge of compassion that we create ourselves. Accepting humbly and gracefully that that's simply where others were and that's simply where we were. We must not come to fight what happened, but come to accept it. For reality is what it is. But when we sever those threads of attachment that hold us back, that cause us to misperceive, we come to recognize and take a fresh breath as if it was the first. Living, experiencing this life from a newfound perspective of the same me that will never leave us. Our understanding of it merely grows. You are the light. You are the love. So shine it inwards towards yourself and fall in love with the emptiness within you that is you. Come to see all reactions and impulses as foreign, unoriginal to you, and anything that is unoriginal to you, cast away with love. Fully fall in love with your pureness within, and the heart will unfold and reveal to you everything you've ever wanted to know, and guide you to every experience you've ever wanted. When you hear the next tap of the bell, take a nice and loving breath inwards, filling yourself up with that light, the cleansing rays and energy of this ether, this universe. And when you exhale, release the powerful Om as it liberates all tensions, severs all threads of attachment, provides the separation necessary to recognize and bring you deeper into that grace and understanding of your pureness. Mm. Mm. Namaste. I bow to that divine within you. Mm. And if you enjoyed that meditation, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. And if you have any questions, the floor is yours. I didn't have any direct ones, but I did have one in a meditation session this week that I think is really applicable to this. just recalling the Rolodex, flipping through the memories. I want to get it verbatim if I can. Uh, how can I fully let go when I continue to be wronged in the same ways? And to kind of provide a little backdrop and scenery to this, so you may have this really experience resonate with you, is someone who grew up as what I call an outlier. That you were kind of what people say is the black sheep. I don't like that terminology, but it's the being in the family that is really never understood. It's the one that has a completely different perspective than everyone in their immediate experience growing up. And they're usually the scapegoats. A lot of projections get put upon them. It's the one that is always kind of calling everyone out for the insanity and really hypocritical nature of, their family and those that raised them. And because of this, usually you learn how to walk on eggshells. You have to be tactful because you start to observe at a young age and understand when you speak your truth, you get attacked for it. So there's a lot of things that stem from this, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, constantly met with being your own worst enemy of the mind, which we can all relate to, you know, overly critical, using the imagination to create these scenarios that you'll never ever meet because no one ever can. And ultimately, causing yourself a lot of pain and suffering and chaos because you live in fear. You live in the what ifs of the mind and constantly get in the way of letting life express itself. So, one of the things that really can happen with this is to understand that we're each responsible of letting go of those emotions. And I don't mean like live and forget. You have to really understand. I mean, first you have to recognize, then you learn, then you understand, then you assimilate it and really allow it to work itself out. You process it. And when you learn from the past, you liberate yourself from it. That's why in this meditation, it came up as you have to look at the origin of each emotion and sensation and truly recognize that, pinpoint where it started if you want to get rid of it within you. Because in truth, everything's energetically connected, everything is energy first. And those past experiences, getting yelled at as a kid for breaking something, getting yelled at as a kid for doing something wrong despite never being taught. All of these things create fear responses. Our ego is our survival tool, but it's our pain body. It's the childhood self that holds on to it. And when we age, Western psychology knows we compartmentalize things, and it's the same thing that happens. This spiritual path is just the unpackaging and unfolding, as you hear me say. So, to truly recognize, well, why do I keep doing this? Why do I think this is appropriate? Why do I act on that? What takes me away from responding, and why do I react? These are all questions we need to ask ourselves. And until we are ready to really look ourselves in the mirror and understand that we're the source of all disturbance and chaos within our experience, that's the only time we'll get liberated from it. And then life is like, finally, they understand the messages and patterns and neon light signs that I've been throwing in their face in their experience. But how many times do people repeat the same mistakes and they get worse and worse and worse over time? That's that law of inertia that was spoken upon. And really, you just got to question things. Look within yourself. And let me just read this one. Oh, man, that means so much, Gabriel. Thank you so much. And I'm not sure if I have the chats rolling. So, truly blessed, beautiful to see a brother in alignment bringing forth the divine word of God to unify all as one. So many beings awakening to the truth. All love. Love you, man. That meant a lot. Real recognizes real. And that's why I say we're in that time of transformation. And as I've received in a lot of my own personal meditations and some of the different dreams, astral experiences, I don't know what to even call them. Time's running out, folks. And I don't mean to be a stickler. I don't mean to like try to light a fire under your butt, but we're at a crossroads and you need to choose. That's pretty much the message I keep getting. But that's why I keep doing this work, is because, I truly understand it as my experience to help heal people. And I really hope that you enjoyed this meditation and this little spiritual discourse in the satsang. And may the fruit of knowledge offer you a seed. And in that seed may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment. For a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all who ask. And although y'all didn't ask for this meditation, you're here to listen, so I consider that you asked a question about it, because that's all we can do for one another, is provide these opportunities to see the truth. And it's not my truth, it's not your truth, it's the truth. We all stumble into it through our own unique path, and that's the beautiful thing of it. I like to think about it like we're all like, the truth is the skyline at the top of a mountain, and we each take our own path to get to it. And we all notice and see different things and experience a different moment when we're at that peak. But it's the same view. That's the truth. That's the easiest way to think about it. Because your colors might be different than my colors. My ability to smell might be different than your ability to smell. The feelings of the wind, we all experience the unique divinity within us in our own unique way. And that's why we're here. That's why you hear me say that we're each a piece of this puzzle. And through sharing our experiences and perspectives, we each gain a deeper understanding to the truth that connects us all. So, namaste. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you Sunday for another satsang. And you already know it's going to be a love filled one. So, I love you so much. It's going to be a little bit earlier now that I think about it. But stay uplifted, stay in that loving light, and continue to shine. The world needs it. So, take care. Peace.